This model is Steampunk Spaceport. It's 41 inches wide and it's a shuttle layout with an analog control SS2A controller, and it's designed just for a single locomotive to run. However you switch these points, the loco will run automatically from one position to another because there's diodes in place, and they act as electronic buffers. They stop the locomotive when necessary at each part of the track. There's also a space rocket model kit, some other castle model kits that I've all steampunked up, and I've added Games Workshop types of models onto them and detailed them up further. And there's also some Games Workshop kits, and they all make really good items to add on to this layout. So it's a fun layout, a demonstrator. I can add one of these Train Tech analog sound systems, and if I put that in, that detects movement. I can then get a wagon, put this in the wagon, so put the lid on, and I've got a simple sound system that responds to the movement of the loco. Now, of course, normally you would drive to the sound of the Train Tech chip. This one is just shuttling automatically, so it tends to make random noises. It stops and starts when it thinks it should. It's a little late there. This a move, it won't start immediately, then it picks up the movement, it starts. Normally you would drive the train for a while. Still, nevertheless, it gives a sort of sound effect if I wanted a sound effect on this particular layout. And who knows, science fiction locos might operate differently. It doesn't matter that the sound is out of sync really. It's just giving a sound. Nevertheless, I'm going to run it just with Executor. Here are some Airfix astronauts. They make great divers, some sunbathers, hovercraft model, and of course the steampunked castle. I've added some details to that. Some overtly steampunk details such as gears, just to show immediately that it is steampunk, but then some more detailing on the sides. These vehicles are wonderful model kits from the Games Workshop brand. Here is Apollo 27, as the model kit is called. And some more Warhammer style machinery. There is Executor, the first steampunk locomotive I made. I like Executor. So the points can get switched manually. And normally this layout will have just one lane selected, and it'll run down that lane for most of the day. I plan to give this model, donate it to Wroxham Miniature Worlds, and they can have it set, shuttling on whatever lane they wish. And this is a demonstrator layout. I quite like that lane, that track, because it's at the front. So there you have, Steampunk Spaceport is a demonstrator layout for the Hornby Steampunk range, which they asked me to design. So I've designed locomotives, wagons and coaches and various things for that range, and there will probably be a different locomotive on this layout if and when you see it at Wroxham Miniature Worlds. The Hornby Steampunk range is being released under the Bassett-Loake name. So if you like these sort of locomotives, please get one yourself and make something interesting. I'd love to see what people come up with.